Hi, this is Shu with a review of Donovan Mitchell's signature shoe, the Adidas Dawn Issue 1. Initially, when I had the first color, the Spider-Man color of this Dawn Issue 1, it was horrible. First of all, I had an issue with the lockdown. The upper, especially around the toe box, it was made of flimsy, I can't even call it knit, just flimsy, fabricy material, and your toes were all over the place. Unless you had some kind of a lockdown mechanism there, it will definitely hurt you. It will hinder your movements. Your feet will be all over the place. Thankfully, with this Venom or Symbiote edition, it's they've changed the upper to more of a synthetic leather. So yeah, it's great. And the toolbox space is narrowed down a lot more. The Spider-Man version had a large space here, and there was no lockdown. And there is greater containment here, so that itself enhances the shoe by a whole lot, and actually serves as a decent basketball shoe for a change. Um, and yeah, the color, man, look at it. How can you not love this? Donovan Mitchell's was wearing the the Lit fours or the Dame fours during his first season in the NBA, and was it his first season or was it his second season? I kind of lost count. But anyway, when he was taking part in the dunk contest and always wearing the Dame fours, he actually had this Venom symbiote concept artwork on the Dame fours to make it look special. I think they had an artist that was doing pretty well. A lot of NBA stars were turning to him to customize their sneakers to have some Dragon Ball concept or whatnot, and everybody wanted to pay the guy big bucks for it. And now we don't have to pay thousands or tens of thousands of dollars for the customized artwork, and we can just get a standard issue Adidas. So good job, Adidas. We are grateful for that. And not only that, you actually Adidas, the fatal flaw, and also I guess the upside of Adidas is that every time they have a different color version, they don't just change the color, they change the material. So sometimes it's unpredictable. The size, the width, or the lockdown, the toe box, it could all be a little bit different. But this is a change for the better. So great. Don't buy that Spider-Man color unless you have Shrek feet and your like large feet needs a lot of space. Then yeah, go get the Spider-Man version. If you're normal, I couldn't say normal, but if you have somewhat of a typical pair of feet that doesn't need a whole lot of space up here, get the symbiote version. It's better. But unfortunately, it does come with its flaws. I don't know if it's because of this extra coating or whatnot. This heel cup kind of digs into this part of your feet. So I had crazy blisters on this part. What was it? Yeah, on one of these parts. So sometimes I guess it may not really fit great for you. If that does happen, get some braces, ankle braces that's thick, so it can wear this down and kind of loosen it up, and so it would fit you without chafing into you. So that's one tip I can share with you. The midsole itself, the balance itself, it's low to the ground, yet it provides plenty of cushioning. But the problem I had with it was that Adidas keep doing this crazy mistake. Let's say this is the midsole, right? You don't want the torsion plastic plate to be right at the bottom of your foot, because then you're stepping on the plastic, and maybe for the heel it's okay, but if it's just the forefoot of the ball, the rounded corner of your forefoot, you're gonna feel that plastic pinching you. You're walking on plastic, not on the actual generous bounce cushioning that you have. So for the Hardens at least, they had the right idea to have the plastic torsion or the anti-inversion plate at the bottom of the midsole, right under the outsole. They should have that for all the shoes, but for some reason, the Dames had this issue, of having that plate right here. The heel is okay because the plate only starts somewhere from the middle of the foot, but yeah, it comes all the way up here, so it's not that great. But the thing is, they've actually put a generous layer of a strobel board, different from the Dame 4s, because the Dame 4s, you just have one fabric and your feet is completely sitting on that plastic. torsion plate. Fortunately for the Dawn issue ones, it's got a good thick strobe board, and also the insole. It's like a normal, typical EVA standard issue insole, but it's thick enough. It has a degree of I guess impact protection or comfort level that it has, so it works with the strobe board and the bounce, and even if it has that darn plastic in between, it still is able to provide a good ride, like a decent bounce shoes. So it's good, low to the ground and decent cushioning. What I love about it is it's got this little outrigger pod here, and it's got a little layer of TPU to make sure your feet is provided with a little bit more lockdown, so you won't be spraining your ankle. It's huge. It is huge. The outsole is awful, but slightly better. The Harden 3s and all the Adidas shoes for the 2019 season had this lazy, standard one pattern herringbone all the way, just covering the whole thing and just eating dirt and not providing the traction that's required. But for the Dawn issue ones, they have a bit of a Spider-Man concept, so it's got a bit of a web, wavy type of pattern, and it's a little bit better than the standard herringbone. I'm just copying and pasting herringbone over the place type of outsole, so there. But still, if it's pretty sensitive to dust, so if you have a court that's not really that great, mildly dusty court is okay. But if you have a court that's kind of dusty, try not to wear these there, because you'll be slipping all over the place. The price point, as for most Adidas shoes, has gone down quite a bit. If you find online, it's not exactly half price yet, but we're getting there.